Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, issue number 6 from Mirage Comics. So this issue came out August 1988, which is the same month as issue number 15 of the main run. But I'm going to do this issue first, just because this issue is self-contained issue. So yeah, we start off with one of the turtles chilling out on the raft with a bunch of gators around, and then he's basically telling the story of a gator that he met called Leatherhead. So this is Leatherhead's first appearance in the Ninja Turtle comics. Really excited because I like Leatherhead. He's an awesome character. Yeah, so we start off with Jack Marlin. And Jack Marlin is basically Craven the Hunter. That's the best way to describe him. He's a big game hunter. We see him hunting down the last of the Madagascar elephants, and he kills it and basically tells his men that he wants them to collect the whole body so that he can have it displayed in his house. But yeah, and he's like, well, now I need to hunt down something more exotic. Like, I'm tired of these big games. I want something more rare. And that's when he sees a newspaper about a large alligator spotted in Manhattan. So he decides to fly to Manhattan in his helicopter. Along the way, he tosses out the paper, and we see this other guy pick it up. And he was like, I was so close, I almost had you. I won't fail again. So it looks like this guy is basically hunting down Marlin. And then we cut to Manhattan, where we have the Ninja Turtles fighting the Foot Clan. So I'm wondering when this takes place in terms of storyline-wise. The Foot Clan showed up along with Shredder, and they attacked the Turtles and burned down April's place, which caused the Turtles to leave and go to Northampton. So this has to take place after that. This has to take place when, I'm assuming, the Turtles go back to Manhattan. I'm going to take a guess that they don't stay in Northampton the entire time, and at some point they go back to Manhattan. So I'm guessing this takes place sometime around then. So yeah, they're fighting the Foot Clan. And they beat the Foot Clan, and the Foot Clan decide to run away. And they're like, should we go after them? And Leo's like, nah, they'll return. It would be wise for us to keep moving, though. So they decide to go inside the sewer tunnels. While in there, they hear a noise. They may have like the manholes guarded, so we have to watch out. Meanwhile, Jack Marlin shows up. He's at the entrance to one of the sewers. He's like, all right, this was the last location that this giant alligator was spotted. I'm going to go inside and try to hunt him down. So he goes inside the tunnel with his men. And then we see the soldier who vowed to get revenge on Jack Marlin. He shows up and he decides to go into the tunnel as well. Meanwhile, as Jack Marlin is going through the tunnels, he hears something. He sees the turtles. He starts shooting at them. They duck into the water and swim away. As they make their escape, they run into the Foot Clan, who are also in the sewers. So the Ninja Turtles start fighting the Foot Clan. When Michelangelo accidentally trips a secret doorway, and the fight between the Foot Clan and Ninja stops when Jack Marlin shows up, and he tries to shoot at one of the turtles, but they duck, and instead he hits one of the Foot Clan and kills them. The turtles decide to make their escape inside the secret entranceway, and they slam the door shut. While they're inside, they realize that this is like someone's workshop, and there's a lot of TCRI technology. So like, do you think that the Utroms could be living down here? And Raphael's like, probably not. It was probably like someone, had scavenged the wreckage of the TCRI building. And that's when all of a sudden the wall breaks open and Jack Marlin shows up. I was like, damn, this must be some shoddy workmanship on the wall, because he just breaks it with the butt of his gun. Or maybe Jack Marlin is just a beast. But yeah, he corners the turtles. He's going to shoot them dead, when all of a sudden Leatherhead shows up and he scares Jack Marlin to the point where he faints. And then he turns to the turtles and he's like, put your weapons away. Please don't fear me. Follow me and I'll tell you my story. And he basically tells the story. He tells them how like he's been watching ever since they entered the sewer. Normally he doesn't make contact with top worlders, but he's going to make an exception with these turtles because he feels like they have something in common. And then the story was that he believes that he was a pet to someone who flushed him down the sewers. And eventually he was found by 2 Utroms. And the Utroms took Leatherhead back to their lab to study. And that's when they accidentally exposed him to the mutagen, which caused him to mutate and become the humanoid figure that we see today. And the Utroms were very concerned because they don't usually tamper with life forms, but they decided, you know what, like we'll let him stay with us, and we'll teach him some of our ways and things like that. And they decided to give him the name Leatherhead. And every once in a while, Leatherhead would venture out to just explore the area, and he'll always come back, and he started to bond with the Utroms. But one day when he returned from his adventuring, he realized that the building that the Utroms used to be at was destroyed, and all the Utroms are gone. And he knew that humans were involved in some way because he could smell, gunpowder all over the place. And he has no idea where they're at. He feels like maybe they had to quickly leave and they didn't mean to abandon him. So he salvaged whatever he could take from the Utrom technology, brought it back to the sewers, and now he's basically trying to rebuild a device so that he can contact the Utroms so that they can come back in and take him with them. And he starts asking the turtles, like, were you also made by the Utroms? And the turtles basically say, no, like we were created in another way, but we did come into contact with the Utroms and we befriended them and we helped them out. And Leatherhead is kind of like, maybe you guys might be able, like, to help me or something. Like I'm trying to build this device. I'm having trouble though because of the way my hands are. It's kind of hard to fiddle with these tiny little machines. And that's when John Marlin shows up again. And he has a gun, and he's just going to shoot at them when Leatherhead tells him to run for the bridge. So they're running across this bridge, and Leatherhead decides to smash the bridge so that Jack can't chase after them. And as he smashes the bridge, Leatherhead starts falling, but the turtles grab him, and they're starting to try to pull him back up to safety. And as they're doing that, Jack decides to take a shot at them. But right before he can shoot them, the guy who was hunting Jack down shows up and throws a knife that stabs and severs one of Jack's tendons that operates his trigger finger. And basically, he's like, I don't even know who you are. And he's like, I'm here to arrest you for all that you've done and all the animals that you've murdered. And I just like this expression on Jack's face where he just kind of shrugs. He's like, I still have no idea who you are. Meanwhile, the turtles are able to pull Leatherhead up, and they look across the way and they see Jack backing away from this guy, and he slips and he falls into the cavern and possibly dies. We never see from Jack again in the rest of this issue. But Leatherhead and the turtles stare at the guy, and then they decide to head off. And then we get the epilogue where the turtles bring Leatherhead back to the place where they used to live before they moved in with April. And he's like, it's not much, it's kind of a mess, but you can stay here, and you can continue your work here, and maybe we'll help you out when we can. And he basically thanks them, and the turtles go on their way, and that's how it ends. So yeah, I like this issue a lot. I thought it was really good. So once again, this issue has nothing to do with Kevin Eastman or Peter Laird. This one was by the story was by Ryan Brown, and the art was by Jim Lawson. But I liked it. I enjoyed it. I love Leatherhead. There's a pinup. I love this issue right here of Leatherhead. It's just so freaking badass. It looks like he's chowing down on one of the foot soldiers. Such a cool image. Like, this would be like a really awesome poster to have. But yeah, I like this issue a lot. I like Leatherhead. But yeah, I'm glad to see a happy Leatherhead working on the side of the Ninja Turtles. It's always cool when the Ninja Turtles can get more friends. I like the fact that, while this is basically a filler issue, I do like that it connects with the Utroms and the TCRI building, and we have, the Foot Clan back. I liked the Jack Marlin character. I'm kind of hoping he shows up again later on, because we don't see him die. We just see him, plummet, but we don't see, the impact of what happened. And I don't know. I always like the big fanatical, big game hunter characters. I think they make really cool villains. Like Kraven the Hunter was always one of my favorite Spider-Man villains. I love the hell out of him. In fact, you know what? I'll say actually he is my favorite Spider-Man villain. I like him more than Venom. I just think he's just such a cool character. I just like that idea of just this dude. He's not doing it for any like he doesn't want a bunch of money. He doesn't want to take over the world. He's just doing it to prove himself as the greatest hunter in the world by taking on what he sees as the greatest prey. So I like this idea for this Jack Marlin character. I wonder if Jack Marlin was inspired by Kraven, because I believe Kraven was created first. Yeah, Kraven was created before 1988. So I wonder if this was basically the Mirage, Turtles' take on Kraven. I do like the fact that Kraven actually doesn't use guns and to fight, but I guess it makes more sense for big game hunters to use big game weapons. But yeah, good issue. I liked it a lot. Entertaining as hell. Artwork is good. Obviously, I prefer Kevin Eastman's style more, especially when he's working with Peter Laird. I like that style way better than this, but this is still good style, good artwork, and yeah, good story. Love seeing Leatherhead. And yeah, there we go. Issue number 6 of Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So we got one more Tales of series, and then we're done with the Tales of series, and it's just nothing but main story issues from then on out. So the next issue is not going to be a Tales of series. It's going to be issue number 15 of the main run, because for anyone who doesn't know, I've mentioned this in one of the previous videos, but I'm reading this series by publication order. So unfortunately, they don't tell us the date it comes out, just the month and the year on this website. So yeah, I'm basically going by a publication date. So that's how I'm doing this. Whenever the publication order brings out the next Tales of, I'll do that, and then that's going to be the final one. But the next review is going to be issue number 15 of the main run. So yeah. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Tell me what you guys think, and I hope you guys have a good one. Take care, everybody. Later. So what'd you guys think of that video? I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe, hit that bell for a notification, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And if you didn't enjoy the video, thank you for watching it this far, and I hope the next video is more to your liking. Feel free to check out the playlist that you guys see, and I hope to see you guys next time. Later.